The Fantasy Football Blitz, brought to you by Tom Brady's divorce attorney. Somebody just got paid. Heading into Week 8, the plot was beginning to thicken like America's waistline in the 1990s. After convincing victories in Week 7, Mika Leak and the Blue Barracudas looked primed for a mid-season surge. League cabooses Steel Neil Choden and Dumpster Fire were able to secure victories, Dumpster Fire's first of the season. Week 7 had several Monday night heartbreaks, with Dirty making the boys, edging out the Thugs by 5 and Big Trucks and the Cooks, getting a 1-point victory on Monday night against the Jive Turkeys themselves. Everyone is still in it at this point, and the standings continue to be a bit jumbled as we progress into the second half of the season. Due to the immense popularity of his last appearance on the show, we have once again brought in the beloved actor Christopher Walken. Christopher, thank you for joining.
Boom, I said it before, I say it again, the pleasure, it's all mine. Action, my guy, big trust, getting a slim victory, it's great to see.
Christopher, what in your mind has changed since we last spoke with you?
Boom, I'd say it's still a bit too early to tell, but in my opinion, there's still about 9 teams who've got a shot going all the way in this thing. I love Jonathan Taylor and company's roster. They got Derrick Henry. What else could you need? His big brother, Thug Passion, is coming in hot. They look to be gelling at just the right time. Injured reserve. Mika Leak is strong. Wide receiver, big trust. It's really just a toss-up here. I don't know what to tell you.
Christopher, thank you so much for joining us. We'll check in with you later down the road, I'm sure.
Boom, love the show, love you, love the league. No need to shoo me off, but you take care. We'll talk to you soon. Love it. We'll chat it down the road here.
There you have it, folks. Christopher Walken helping us put a bow on Week 7 as we turn to Week 8. And speaking of Week 8, could wide receiver U bounce back from its first defeat? Could Steel Neil and Dumpster Fire continue to build? Would Big Truss and Mika Leak find themselves to 6 wins? How would the Dirty Dange, injured reserve, imposter wide receiver U in Thug Fashion bounce back following a defeat? To Week 8, we go. 2 perennial fantasy football league contenders, the Blue Barracudas, look to continue building momentum against the streaky Jonathan Taylor and company. The Barracudas put up an extremely respectable 137 points, getting touchdowns and yards from nearly everyone, including a 38-point barrage from Alvin Kamara. But it would be the Jive Turkeys laughing last, as they get an absolutely gargantuan effort from King Henry, foot on the throttle waddle, and Deontay Foreman. Dylan's tough luck season continues. They fall to 2-6, while JT and company moves to 5-3. We'll stay on the theme of high-scoring barn burners and turn the page to a 5-2 big trust team on the road against the steady and productive Mika Leak. Many solid performances from the Cooks as they get 3 players to eclipse the 20-point threshold. But likewise, Mika Leak gets just a little bit more from the bottom of his lineup on a way to 131 points and a 12-point victory. With the win, Mika Leak moves into first place and Big Trust falls to 5-3. With that incredible segue, what would happen to wide receiver U on the heels of its first defeat? Could Thug Bashan stay hot and continue his recent surge? The answer to that would be an emphatic yes, as he pulls an Oprah and everyone gets a touchdown, 7 to be exact. Wide receiver U with its second bad week in a row, getting nothing from its namesake and failing to cross the 80-point mark. They fall to 6-2 and into second place behind the aforementioned Mika Leak. Thug Passion seems to be putting it together at the right time. They move to 4-4. 4-3 injured reserve looks to increase its odds of making the postseason against the 11th place Steel Neil Choden, who, despite getting back-to-back wins, returned back to earth this week as he sets the lowest scoring mark at 64 points. Injured reserve, on the other hand, was able to get double digits from 8 separate players on his way to a 140-point outburst and a 76-point drubbing of the Choden ones. Steel Neil now 2-6, while injured reserve gives itself a big boost and moves to 5-3. The always aggressive and aggravatingly antagonistic imposter wide receiver U takes its roller coaster 3-4 season on the road against Dumpster Fire, fresh off its first win. 126 points from Dumpster Fire was certainly a solid outing, and it appeared as though they would be able to secure their second dub on the season. But on this week, Imposter wide receiver U had a Tua TN Caffrey explosion, leading to a whopping 156 points and the highest point total of the week. Imposters now sit at 500 right in the thick of things. Dumpster Fire continue to be a point punching bag. They now sit at 1-7. A battle of two longtime friends and all-around buds in the filthiest bunches of the league. Dirty Mike and their boys aims to stay hot against the unpredictable Dirty Days. Both Robinsons let the boys down along with several others as they couldn't seem to get anything going this week, leading to a meager 82 points. The Danes, despite just 3 points combined from both starting wide receivers, were able to ride the Pollard Express to a victory as they blow out the boys by 48. Both teams at 4-4, right in the middle of the pack. Let's go ahead and take a look at next week as we turn our attention to week 9. Can the Dirty Danes make it 2 in a row, or will wide receiver U snap its 2-game skid? A potential barn burner and playoff possibility, Jonathan Taylor and company hits the road against Mika Lee. Both sitting at 2-6, Steel Neal takes on the pesky Barracudas. Thug Passion and Big Trust battle for playoff position. Can Dumpster Fire notch its second win, or will Injured Reserve continue its strong run of play? And who will win the battle of 4-4s as Dirty Mike and the boys visit Imposter wide receiver U? Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time on the Fantasy Football Blitz.